vida loca, la vida loca, la vida loca, Livin Lavida Loca.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts of this podcast are for entertainment purposes only. Don't get your panties in a twist. Just relax and enjoy the show.
Hi guys, and welcome to the next episode of Livin Lavida Loca with me, Lavida Loca. Today I have a very special fucking guest. I can't even explain how gassed I am. This lady is a fucking legend. Two top 10 hits. Album is gold, 1 platinum single, Mobos, Brits, everything that you can fucking imagine in terms of setting the barrier here for us female musicians in the industry. I want to give it up for Lisa Maffia.
Hey. Hi, baby.
Hello.
I'm going to correct you, though.
What? Go on.
Because I have a triple platinum album.
Oh, it's triple?
No, gonna.
Oh, okay. Well, then you need to update your Spotify.
Oh, do I?
Uh-huh.
They take the liberties, man. I swear we did that a long time.
Well, can we even give another little cut for that? Do you know what it is? But even saying that, bro, do you know, like, that's a lot for a UK female artist.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what? It's not just me. It's not. Obviously, it's with my crew, and then my own singles have done their jobs as well.
Oh, it was your debut album that's gold, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And my first single went platinum. I think that sold like 91,000 in the first 2 days or so. And back then it was physical.
And it was
sound.
it wasn't even streaming. 91k units.
Yeah. In 30 days.
God. And do you know what? I can't tell you a female artist that I know of that's in the culture per se that has done that.
No.
Not to throw any kind, because I haven't even done it, but you know, like not to throw any kind of shade or whatever. Even the biggest female artist right now has not done that in her album.
I don't know. I don't check it anymore because I'm not selling records, so I've got no competition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I never. Don't worry, I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Like, it isn't my time now, but I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't check it anymore because I as I said, I'm not in the charts. But I do know it's just different now, isn't it?
Yeah.
With all the digital downloads and streaming, I couldn't imagine how tough it must be. So I give rating to the girls that are in
tougher when
position.
you was making music. I think it's harder to sell pure sales than it is for streaming.
I tell you, okay, so you're right there. But at the same time, you're wrong because it was easier to sell real life. It was real. You could see it. You had to buy into it. You had to follow it. Our promo was like 3 months before a record happened.
Wow.
And we used to do school tours and radio tours. So there was a lot more they was buying into. They couldn't just see us on social media.
Yeah.
We didn't have social media.
And because of social media, I feel like now, like
You're
newer age
there
artists, we're not doing that. We're not going and tour and going like round the cities and actually doing. Yeah, you're right. You know.
So by the time we got to release, they had bought into us. They had collected posters and collectors cards and magazines, interviews, and they watched us religiously on TV, waiting to see what we would say about something, or if there was something in the press, then they would wait for an interview. They had bought into us a lot more. So by the time it comes to single, there was like it was sold. You knew what your single was going to do. Now you just press a button.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And it's that sort of thing. And it builds in the chart. You get your chance, and then if it don't, you're big in other charts online. And there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
So it was tougher. It was tougher, but it was easier because we knew what was going on because we had to work really hard.
But what's that been like for
release.
you, transitioning from the music scene being like that to like you've literally watched it change?
Yeah.
Like, how did you make that? How did you find making that transition?
So my very first single that I witnessed the change was Bad Girl, and that was 2017, and all the digital download and everything was already relevant. And that was the first time, and that still went number 3 in the dance charts. It's a house record. It's an electro house record with Dave Spoon, which was a huge record before I even featured on it as an instrumental, and then I put a top liner on it and it busts that. So that was the first time I got to witness it, but I don't know if it's because of the industry I came from or how I came up, but I still was on tour. I was still on radio tour.
Let's even rewind. Let's touch on that. How did you come up? Like, for those who don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So,
How did I come in?
Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from even coming from So Solid. Like, let's where did even that come from?
Okay. So,
how did you even end up in So Solid? As the first lady, the only female. Like, because them niggas could have really just done it on an all-male group. What made them want to add?
Of course
Miss
they
Lisa?
couldn't do it on their own.
That's true. No, not like that. Okay, that's true. But you know, like where females weren't really out like that. What made Why
So
was
I
Lisa
grew up
Maffia
with
in
the
it?
So Solid boys.
Okay.
I'm from Brixton. The boys are all from Battersea.
Okay.
I've known the boys, most of the all of the So Solid boys, but separately, from 12, 13 years old. I hung out with a girl from school, and part of her family was Mega Man, and that's how I met Mega Man. And then Mega Man lived in Battersea, so I started going down there. But then when I got there, I realised, oh, Face is here. I knew Face from Mikesfield in Brixton because he came from Brixton. Oh, Scat D's here. Oh, I knew Scat D from when I was 5 years old in play school. Oh, Neutrino's here. He lives in Brixton.
Yeah.
So there was all these other faces that I'd already known. And I ended up reconnecting with them from the Battersea boys, which before So Solid even established itself.
Yeah.
I knew some of the boys from Brixton,
Yeah,
but it's all brought together because I hung out with a girl called Jeline, and she introduced me to Mega, and Mega introduced me to his area, which was Battersea.
Right.
Then we ended up in Roehampton hanging out, like a little cotch, where you called it a cotch back in the day. Do you know what that is?
I know what that is.
Okay. Girl, oh, remember that. I got different ones, you get me? You don't know about my dictionary, you get me? No, I'm joking. So we used to cotch in this house in Roehampton, which was a family member of one of the So Solid boys. And we used to just hang out there. It used to be like, every single one of us used to be there, like loads of us.
Yeah.
But as time went on, and no, actually, rewind, Lisa, it's not as time went on. From the get-go, I've always been a tomboy.
Okay,
I've
was
always
you?
been, I was forever a tomboy. The first time I put on a dress or skirt, any heels, was 21 Seconds video.
Okay,
First time.
that's
Before
crazy.
that, my mum used to put me in it for Christmas. I used to cry the whole day in a skirt. You know what I mean? My mum tried to put me in a skirt. What is this? I'm not dressed. I'm naked, Mum. I need trousers. So I was just a proper tomboy, and I just found myself, I was always the last girl in the group of friends because the girls, part of my friends, used to fuck with all the boys.
Yeah.
And then the boys didn't want nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
But the only one that didn't really do it is me. You get me?
yeah,
I didn't do that.
yeah.
It wasn't me. I was more wanting to be one of the man them.
Yeah.
So, and I was skinny. Like, I was mager.
Yeah.
I had, like, acne
still
on my
am.
forehead. Like, I was cute.
Yeah,
And I look at my picture and I think, oh my God, you were so cute. But I thought I was so buzzed.
Yeah.
So I acted like a boy more, and I felt like just be tomboyish. You hide all the girly side of things because no one fancies you anyway. So I got away with it, and I ended up being the little sis in every area that I went. I hung out with my daughter's godfather in Stockwell Park Estate, and I was mini Maff because I was like their little sister. I was the one taking a car at 12 years old and pretending I can drive and driving to the shop and stalling and come back 2 hours later and be like, where did you go? I was like, I didn't want to embarrass myself that I stalled for the last 2 hours. I couldn't get the car back. But this time I told them, I just went and saw my friend and said, don't do it again. And I'm like, all right. And like, this time I've stalled for 2 hours going to the end of the road and back. Like absolutely shitting myself. Do you know what I mean? And that's because I wanted to be one of the boys. I used to be stealing mopeds and bikes and stuff with the boys, and all the girls slowly just disappeared.
Yeah.
The same happened with So Solid Crew, is that I ended up being the only girl around because all the girls just went their own way. As we grow up, you kind of go your own way. From 13 to 19, when I'd done Oh No Sentimental Things, I started dating one of the boys from So Solid that I knew from when I was 12,
Right.
G-Man, and he was one of the head of So Solid.
That's one of my questions I wanted to ask. Was there a hierarchy in the group?
There was
Or
never
did
a
everyone want
hierarchy.
a
There was just
leader
positions
that everyone
get
understood?
given. There
Okay.
was so many of us, like a good 30, 40 of us from the estate, and everyone wanted a job. Obviously,
Yeah.
everyone wanted to be part of this.
But no, I
amazing
mean
thing
in the
happening.
actual in the music group.
Yeah, so Mega Man and G-Man run. So Mega Man was the creative.
Yeah.
G-Man was the backbone, I would say. He was the muscle.
Okay,
So orchestrating meetings and information to come from the record labels and management came through Mega Man, and Mega Man would deliver that information to us.
Right, yeah.
And yeah, we was okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the splits like financially? Like when you got the money, was it equal?
If you work, you get paid. This is the same as any old job. If you don't work, you can't go and
when
work,
there was
not do nothing all day,
was it
and
equal
get paid.
pay? Was it equal? Do you feel like it was equal? Did people get paid less, more? Like
I think what happened from very early on, remember we came out, everyone was incredible MCs and DJs.
Yeah.
Listen, the rave scene wasn't the same once So Solid came on the platform of garage and early days of grime.
Yeah.
we took over raves. So them lot were very booked and busy from before So Solid established itself commercially. And Mega Man, Romeo, Face, Mac, everyone was booked up. Harvey, Neutrino, Oxan and Trino, everyone was booked and busy. So when it came to the music side, I guess the reason why myself and Romeo and Mega first got our shine is because we made Oh No Sentiment of Things. And Oh No Sentiment of Things was the reason why So Solid got over that line and got signed the very first time. That got picked up in Napa, as far as I know, because I weren't there, but that got picked up in Napa by Relentless Records and Glenn. And when they came back to UK, they were like, we're signed. I was like, what the fuck is signed? What do you mean? What is that? I didn't even know what that was. Like, what's the record deal? What do you mean? Like, I just done that for a joke. You get me? I don't know what's going on. And then we were signed, you know? So I kind of cracked on with that. That's fine. But then we realized, hold on a second. There's our So Solid crew isn't us. It's not 3 of us. There's 40 odd amazing artists.
You know what? See, I didn't know that until you said that. I
So
didn't
then
know
we
that.
made
I didn't
21
realize there
seconds.
was another, like, it was a, like, I don't want to say whatever word you want to say. I didn't realize it was a group, like, outside of the musical band, if that makes sense.
What do you mean, a crew?
Solid, like, I didn't know. I thought it was
So
just
Solid was a group. That's
I just thought it was like, I thought that was the name of the group.
The
Like,
crew,
the
it was.
music, not just the music group.
No, it was always the music group.
Yeah, but
It
you're
only
saying
came
there was like
about.
40 other
Because
people.
like in So Solid, we had our own DJs, producers, dancers. We had engineers, we had radios, the
so
radio side, pirate radio
wasn't just
side.
the front face people.
No, there was
people.
10 artists that you know about, which was on 21 Seconds. Hence why we even thought, G-Man came up with the idea because there was 10 core artists. That with 21 seconds each, we would make a record in timing.
Yeah, that was a very sick. Yeah, I've heard that before. That was a very sick concept.
And that concept, that was the concept we needed because we needed to establish everyone without spending billions of pounds that they didn't want to give us yet because we only made one hit single. That ended up not charting because they were dickheads and put the same, you know, when you had B-sides of a record, a remix, they put 4 of the same damn thing. 4 of the same remixes on a single, then it's classified as an album, but it's not enough music to be an album, so it's not going to get recognized as an album. So it's not going to chart. So we ended up not charting, but selling.
Like that was a setup? Do you feel like that was a setup?
No, because they put their money in it. They lost big time. It was never a setup. It was just that they didn't know what they were doing because they weren't a big label, but they were big enough to have a bit of money behind them, but they just didn't know what they was doing enough. And that got signed. We had already sold thousands, hundreds of thousands of copies on Underground. Me and G used to drive around in a backfiring white little van that we got from auction for about 300 quid and sold white labels out the back of this van. So it was already established. It was already something before it got signed. But then obviously because we put a glossy video with it, we had this party scene going on. Everyone was like, what the hell is this? What's going on? But in their head, they're like, there's 3 people in So Solid, Romeo, Mega, and Lisa Maffia. Mega didn't even really feature on the track. He just done my chorus in me that he wrote that he didn't even write it. It was a country and western track that he had used to use as a MC lyric and told me to sing it. And we ended up having to pay some ridiculous money to have that vocal on the track. And then we was like, okay, well, whatever, we can do that. But then we also had, in part of it, says, oh, a Coca-Cola. We had to take that shit out because they wouldn't take us to the cleaners. So that came out as well. So, it was a learning curve, I guess, for our school. But an incredible start. It was a most amazing start for us. And that led us to then have to make 21 Seconds to establish everyone, and then that's when it started to actually
and that's when the
So Solid crew. But we had already been on the underground, like pirate radio station. We dominated that for many years, 2 years before we even become established.
That's crazy because I didn't know about that. I feel like even now there's not so much of an underground space as much as there was back then because of how much everyone's trying to push for the mainstream. If that makes sense, there is still a scene, of course, but I just don't know if it's
But
like,
there's
as
a lot
prominent
of
as
artists.
it is.
No, but nowadays it just looks different. So there's a lot of artists that are actually massive on internet, but they're not signed.
Yeah.
And they're not in the charts.
Yeah.
And does it really matter that they're not in charts? When I looked at someone the other
I
day,
guess it
was
depends
like,
what you want,
why
though.
are you not even in the charts?
Depends what you want for
You
your
don't need it
career,
anymore.
though.
The charts is
No,
real
'cause
life now, it's reality.
I would prefer. I want to be a charting artist. That
Why?
means something to me. Because
Why? That's for just your...
No, because I feel like it opens different doors, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
so
It
then
opens
that's
different
different.
doors for me. Like, it creates a different type of leverage for me because of how far I want to go with my career.
But that's because you want to do bigger things. Some
Yeah.
people just have the music and that's it.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
that's probably why So Solid has became who they were and how sort of household name they were, because we all branched off, myself, Romeo, Harvey, Asher, we all
into
done
solo
commercial
things.
TVs and interviews with Jonathan Ross
Yes.
and Top
Oh
of the
my
Pops
God.
and
Do you
that.
know what?
So-
Now I've got all these questions. Bitch, you're selling us everything.
You wanna
no, do you know
know?
what? I'm going to stop you there because I actually want us to get into the icebreaker game that we were supposed to start. We've just gone into it because it's been comfortable, because you know I love you.
I love you too.
No, I want us to get onto this icebreaker game, which, well,
Okay.
we don't even need an icebreaker at this point, but,
Okay.
you know, we're going to do it anyway.
Okay.
It's called Talk It or Take It.
Okay.
Basically, there's this jar of random questions. Oh my
Girl,
God,
is that alcohol?
it is.
Why didn't you tell me? I could have bought Maffia Rum.
I know.
Ah,
oh
damn
my God, I
it.
forgot. Oh my God, we're going to touch on that as well because I actually
Yes.
know that you have a fucking liquor brand as well. That would have actually been perfect.
I should have thought of it. I should have brought it for
Oh my-
anyway,
but to be fair, if
never
I didn't
mind.
tell you
know
there
it's
was-
there, I'll send you some. I'll send you some.
Will you?
The next show you're using Maffia Rum.
Next
yeah?
show?
Yeah.
You promise? I'm going to
yeah.
hold you to that.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay, cool. So we have a jar of lots of different questions.
Trouble.
And if
There's
you
a
don't
lot of
wanna
trouble
answer
in that jar now.
there is. There's a lot
Okay.
of trouble.
Oh my gosh.
But if you don't want to
to
answer it, then you got to take a shot.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, let me shake it.
Well, I got to pick my destiny. No,
yes,
man.
I can't pick it for you.
Girl.
You're going to go first.
Okay. Okay. Oh, God. I can't read your writing, so we can't do this question.
Yes, you can. Bitch, don't do that.
When was the last time you lied and what was it? Okay, last time I lied. When last time I lied? Oh my God, I lie every day, I think. Wait, when did I lie last? Oh, right. So the last time I lied, the other day I was on my way to a gig. Oh my God, that might get me in trouble.
What, if you don't want to answer it?
So the last time I lied, I was going to a gig last week and I completely forgot my music. Like, I didn't even have my music with me. And I just made up some random shit to the promoter because I was going to be nearly 2 hours late for my stage time. And then he was getting really angry at me. And I was like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm stressed. I was like, I proper went in. I was proper giving it dramatic Oscar performance. What do you want me to do? I'm upset. And this, I'm like, and I'm like this, like, is it sounding real? Does it sound real? Does it sound real? Because I knew I was going to be that late. So that, I guess it was a really bad lie, but it was a really good lie.
Glad that you was upset to get out.
So next time I'm crying, please promoters, what camera am I on? Please believe me when I'm really crying, because next time I won't lie, okay? Like, please, I can never use that again.
Not
Damn.
now you've said it.
Ah!
Oh shit, I nearly turned the question. Oh God.
Oh dear.
So know what's in here. What's your most embarrassing public moment?
Oh my God.
Ooh, what's my most embarrassing public moment? I think my most embarrassing public moment. I was so drunk. And I'm leaving the club and I pissed myself.
Oh my God, do you know what? That's what I've done that.
Outside the club.
I've been there, done that.
And I'm wearing a
Sorry.
dress that was like leaking.
Yeah! Girl, I do not know you.
My friends were like, Lav, let's fucking go.
Lav.
Like, we need to get him.
Did you actually know you were doing it at the time?
No,
Was it really funny?
that's the most embarrassing
Was
part.
you laughing?
Like, at the time, I found it funny, but then the next day when everyone said it, that's when it becomes embarrassing. You know when they say you get
like,
anxiety?
Oh,
Bitch, I got anxiety. That was not...
Oh my God, do we have to like keep going?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm sweating. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know. See, you put this one at the top. I think this is a catch
Oh,
one.
no, did I? No,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't.
did.
Don't lie.
You're setting me up.
No, what's that one?
What do you like more, giving or
Oh, shit.
receiving? Oh shit then. Wait, is this in a sexual way?
Of course.
Oh my God, I like receiving. Duh.
Does it?
Girl.
No, some women
But I also like giving.
I
mean,
prefer giving.
the thing is,
It
yeah.
depends, actually. If I'm in love, then I prefer giving.
Right, just about to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
right, I can't do it if I'm not in love, to be honest. I'm not a
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
that's just going to come and bash a bishop just for the fun of it. Like, we have to be
gotta be-
someone. Like, we
we
have to
gotta
be
be locked
something.
in.
Honey, you got to lock me in. So, yeah, I'm equal. Like, I like both, to be fair.
I think I got to be in love, but it depends. What is this one? Do these questions scare me because I know what's in here? What is your worst habit? My worst habit? What's my worst habit? I don't know. What would I say my worst habit is? I eat everything with ketchup, like everything.
Ew. She is such a champ. What a champ.
Like everything, rice, even
everything.
Everything.
Like curry goat.
Yes,
You're taking
of course,
the piss.
curry goat. Yes,
You are
everything.
taking the miss.
No, I'm not.
Ketchup kid.
Ketchup
Ew.
tastes nice.
You used to have it on the corner of your mouth when you was younger. Yeah, you smelled like ketchup when you was a kid.
But you know what I used to do? I used to make ketchup sandwiches.
That is disgusting.
And my mum used to literally smack me for it. Like, she's like, there's food in the house. Why are you doing
It
that?
tastes so nice.
Yeah, like, literally, these are falling. I used to literally put ketchup on bread.
That is gross. That is gross.
Now I know that's gross.
Am I going to go again?
Your turn.
Why don't I get the easy one?
What do you think? I think that was...
You know there's a really bad one in here.
There's a couple bad ones.
Ah.
There's a few. It's mixed. It's a mixture. What is it?
Have you ever had a crush on a partner's friend? No.
Haven't you?
Because I've never really liked my partners or their friends. Wait, no, I've never. Do you know what though? Mm-hmm. I've actually got with someone and then regretted it because I like someone else straight away. Like,
okay.
It's like when I get what I think I want, then I'm like, oh man, there's bare man out there though. Or someone will chat to me that I've been trying to talk to, and then it's too late. I'm already with them sometimes.
Do you feel like you're someone that prefers like the chase rather than not the chase, but like?
Oh no, I'm old school, babes. I'm old, you know. I'm 45, so I'm used to like back in the days when we didn't have Instagram and texting and stuff. We didn't even have mobile phones. Yeah. You have to come and turn up at someone's yard, to chat them up, see them on the street. You're gonna take your chance now. Do you know what I mean? Because you might not see me again. Because we ain't got no phones. So do you know what I mean? Like we came on those days and we had credit, so £5 credit had to last 2 weeks. So that shit ain't gonna be wasted if we don't know if they're gonna call. Gonna go ask machine and take my 10 pence. No, I'm not gonna waste my 10 pence because I've got to make this last. I've got no money. So yeah, I'm from the old school era. Like if I'm used to being chased because you have to take your moment. I think it was better as well. Yeah, it was. At least you know where you stand.
Because I don't know about that, but I do remember the era when I was growing up, like say 14, 15. Like it was about approaching a girl on the road. Like it would be like niggas would be like, "Yo, miss," or did they like
because you might not see them again.
Like, now I don't think that happens. I can't even remember the last time I was. Well, actually, no, I can. This was a couple of weeks, but you know, it rarely happens anyway.
Yeah, I think guys do now, but they're also checking you and 10 other girls because internet is madness. It is. Like they literally have access to every desirable woman they could ever think of, and some of them are catfishing you, bitch, because they're not even like that.
That's true. They don't even look like that in real life.
Live and learn.
Oh no.
No,
because now there's only
your game.
Read out the last text message you received.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't get that one.
I know I got a sticky message.
God is good. Hallelujah. This is why you need to be a Christian, because you get protected by the Lord. Girl, you don't even want to do it. Oh my God. Hey! Oi, yeah, man. I'm asking after. You're telling me after.
I will tell you, but you're gonna see after.
Okay, so my turn. Now they're getting worse because
they are. That's why I'm like, oh no, because we've done the soft ones.
Like I need Romeo. Oh no. The worst celebrity you've met and why? Oh, I know this one. Her name is. What is her friggin' name? I can't. She's rude, you know. She was one of the original panelists on Loose Women. Such an asshole.
Which one?
Was her name Caroline? She was old, short bob, grey, blondish hair.
Wait, I'm gonna Google her right now because I used to watch Loose Women in jail.
Back in the day, right?
Yeah.
So she had really short cropped sort of hair, and she started dating some like really young guy, and it kind of went to her head. I had to check her. I had to check her. Is her name Caroline? Or something?
Caroline
Yeah.
McGiffin.
That's it. What Griffin, little
Giffin.
flipping gruff, little Billy Goat gruff.
Don't kill me.
Oh no, she was rude.
Do you know what I really didn't
tell
think you was
what.
going to answer this question? I thought you was going to take
Listen,
a shot.
I told you I'm not taking a shot. I'm a truthful woman. I'm a Christian. I will tell you as it is. Don't try me. Well, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, so I was at an event.
Yeah.
And she just had a fucking hard on for me. Like,
Is
my
it?
sister is older than me, but she's tiny. She's so cute.
Yeah.
She's tiny. And she was so excited because she watches Loose Women religiously.
Yeah.
And she saw this Caroline flipping Billy Goat Grass and wanted a photo with her.
Yeah.
And at the time, she had been going out with this really young, handsome, like Italian guy. And she must have thought she was it or something. I don't know. And she must have said, turned around to my sister, I'm not here for that. I said, oh no, hold on.
What?
Is she talking to you, Kelly? No, wait, hold on. What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
I said, if you don't like it, you know what? You have to leave.
Yeah.
You best you leave, best you bounce, bitch.
Did she
because I don't know who the
actually
fuck you're
leave?
talking to. That's my sister you're talking
Yeah.
to. She's like, well, I'm not here for that. This is a private event. And I said, yeah, there's family, friends and family here.
Yeah, of
so have
course.
some respect because you don't know
Yeah.
who the fuck you're talking to.
And at
that's
the end of
my
the day,
sister.
even if it's a
You're
private event.
talk to the wrong one.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? I checked out and left it as that. Everyone was looking at me like, gosh, she ain't getting invited again. To
I
this
didn't think you was
fucking
going to answer that,
No,
bitch. I don't know
bitch.
what I thought of you. Like, not me being the only one that's pled the fifth. Goodness.
I'll play the fifth.
What is this?
I need
What
to
was
know
your
what
last
that text
Google
is.
search? Why do I keep getting these ones when I
What's
know
your
my
last-
phone is mad? What was my...
Do you have to show us as well?
if I answer.
Are you going to check and then...
Well, okay, the last Google search was Loose Women Caroline, so that don't count, but let's see.
What was before that? No, she can't even breathe. What is it? What?
You know, I'm gonna tell you after,
What?
so you can see, you can see why I'm not answering the question.
Girl, what do you get up to? No, she needs healing. I'm going to take her to church. Don't worry, people. I'm going to take her to church.
I've been to church, but the only church I went to was Spat Nation.
Oh,
and
well,
that
that's a great thing to do.
I enjoyed it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was fun.
I hear mixed emotions about that.
No, it was cool, and do you know what? Everyone there was really nice to me. Anyway, like,
But he's a little bit crazy, apparently.
what pastor? Well, I don't even.
Pastor what's his
Toby.
name? Toby.
I'm thinking, does he even deserve the title of pastor? But we're gonna call him that anyway. But yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to slander anyone.
But no.
I guess he at some point speaks the word of gospel somewhere, but he just corrupts it. Here and there.
It was interesting.
So
And you know
by the
what?
sounds.
That kind of church is where I would go if I want to go and link people.
Oh,
Like,
really?
let me
Is
look
that-
good and go and link people. Yeah, if I
Oh,
want to be
really?
seen. Yeah, it's that kind of vibe.
Okay.
I wouldn't really go there to hear the word of God, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
But big up them because I'm
Good
like,
music, though, apparently.
Yes, that was what I loved. The praise and worship was drill.
Right.
Peace to that. Like,
Get it.
It was drill. Like,
Get it.
They were singing holy drill, but
Holy drill.
like,
That's just stay wrong.
That's what
Oh, no, it's my turn again.
It is.
Are we not run out yet? Damn.
oh, wait, let me see how many we've done first because we're only supposed to do 6 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've got 2 more each.
Oh, my gosh.
And we still have 11 shots.
Okay, I'm just praying on it 1 sec. Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
not you praying on it. What is it?
Most embarrassing sexual experience. Oh, for goodness. Can I talk about this? Because I know it straight away. It comes straight to mind. But I was young, though. Can I talk about this?
You want to take a shot? We got one! We got one. I love it. That's
Okay, nah, it's too personal.
It's too, yeah.
Oh, I was inexperienced, man.
Lisa.
Yeah.
And then we got to
Pick
move on.
wisely.
Pick well, how many is it? Only 2?
Ooh, 3.
Oh, 3, okay.
I
The
can't
way you
breathe.
shuffled them.
I can't breathe.
I bet you got the worst one.
I probably have.
What is
What's
it?
the biggest mistake you've ever made at work?
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Oh my God, I've had 23 years, girl. There is so many mistakes. I think one of, like a sad sort of one is that I trusted all the wrong people.
Really?
Yeah, coming up, I put a lot of trust in people that I thought were my friends. And I realized I needed to put a lot more trust into the people being paid for me, because they were there to be paid. So I could have narrated my career differently had I done that. Not that it affected me, because girl, I'm a hustler.
Yes.
If it takes a dip, I'm coming back.
Yeah, thanks. I love that.
But then, and then I also put a lot of time and effort into other people's careers.
Yes.
When at my peak,
because you was a real
like
one.
when I was at my
Do you know what? I've
peak.
seen that. I'm not even gonna get into it. I have seen that. I've seen speeches. I've seen the way you read for people. I've seen
Yeah,
seen a
babe.
lot. I've seen it.
Yeah, I have.
seen it.
I've really backed. I backed a lot of people's careers at my peak.
Yeah.
When I should have been shining my own torch a lot
Yes,
more, because
yeah, yeah.
my sustainability through that time would have been a lot more heavy, and I had to do a lot less.
Yeah, yeah.
I allowed my peak time to be shared with a hell of a lot of artists.
Yeah.
North Star for it one.
Yeah.
A lot, just a
Yeah,
lot. North
yeah.
Star being one of the most prominent ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have just took my own torch and run with it. Like,
Yeah.
bah!
Yeah. You feel like
Bah,
that.
bah! Get in a boat, row away, swim couple.
Why do you feel like that? What do you think? Why?
I'm
do
a
you
bit
not
of-
feel like it was reciprocated? Do you feel like?
I'm a little bit of an empath, and I always want to help, especially people that are in a position of wanting exactly what I've got.
Yeah.
Wanting success in the music industry. That's what happened with North Star. I really wanted to put them on the pedestal at my time of peak,
Yeah.
to show if I'm rating them, you should rate them. And they
Yeah.
did get a lot of love from that.
Yeah.
And then I also felt I never give to receive. I'm not worried about what people
Yeah.
can do back for me.
Yeah.
As long as it's making me happy, then I'm good with that. But I just felt like some people abused it, rinsed me, and then they left. And then I had to pick up the pieces of what they didn't do or did do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's a bit of a regret, because I think if I focused on myself a lot more, you can't help yourself in general in life
Yeah.
unless you can't help others unless you help yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And you really need to make sure you remember that in all walks of life, in general, in love, in relationship, in family, in everything. So it's important to do that, and I just never done that. So that's the biggest regret, really.
Really. Lisa, man.
Even though they still in the bottom of the barrel, and I'm okay.
No comment.
Hey, oi. All right, I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but
Of course.
in general,
Of course.
I still have managed to keep my career together, and I'm very thankful because I've worked damn hard.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. This is my. It's my last one, isn't it?
It's your last one. Pick the
oh my
bad
God.
one. Pick the bad one.
Oh,
Pick
no,
the
wait,
baddest one.
let's do this one. I don't know. What's this? Oh my God.
What is it?
I can see the line underneath it.
Oh,
Have you
dear.
ever cheated and got away with it? What happened?
You better take all them shots.
Wait, I'm in the middle of whether I want to speak about it.
Okay. And that's still gonna get you in trouble. Loca!
No, it's not.
You're loco!
No, it's not.
Okay.
I never said no.
Oh,
Well, that's
dear.
the end of Talk It or Take It on that note.
Girl.
It's been lovely.
It has been lovely.
Okay.
I told you I'm not touching them shots, girl.
You did. Do you know what? We've done well.
Yeah.
You've done a lot. Like, you answered a lot of questions. I'm surprised about how open you are.
I just think
love
that's
that,
key in
though.
life, man. You
Yeah.
can't be secretive. The only time I get secretive is when I believe that the person doesn't deserve my honesty.
Yeah, I get
because they're not doing anything with it. They're
Yeah.
probably going to run with it and chat shit
This fly has
and
been
twist
pissing me
it.
off for, like,
I know, innit?
hours.
Passing about some big poo fly.
No, I get that.
I just think it's important. I think sometimes you should protect your truth. You shouldn't give to people too much of
Do you know
yourself.
why I wasn't expecting you to be so open is because I see you in the mainstream media and
Yeah.
like you've always been part of the mainstream media as
Yeah.
far as I can remember. And I know like in the culture you can be rough around the edges. It's acceptable, you can be, but in
Yeah.
terms of like the mainstream media, they're so quick to scrutinize. How have you like managed to navigate that part?
Because
Because I know you're still rough around the edges, you've never changed. You've been yourself.
Yeah.
How have you avoided the
I've
negative
just-
press and
I've just not relied on them.
Right.
And I think once you become reliant on them, then they
That's
start
when they can
playing
control and
with
play with you.
puppets.
Yeah.
Like they make you like a puppet.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna get in here for this? Yeah, you wanna show your fashions and your body and this weight and get paid for this interview. Okay, well if you do, then we need you to be part of this. And you sell your soul.
Yeah.
I don't need them for anything. I do get still published by Daily Mail and the Sun newspaper.
I recently saw your BBC and
yeah. I'm always booked for different TVs and stuff like that still. And that's because I think they just know I'm just a real girl.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't get picked because I'm just a real girl. And I'm not TV gold.
Yeah,
Where you have to be like turned on. Like,
struggling with that part. Like, I don't know if if you've heard about my issues in the industry. Like, I've had my couple not even my altercation. I've had one altercation that I feel like not blacklisted me, but turned the narrative. With another female rapper. I don't know if you've heard about it. Yeah, and it was just kind of shit.
I think the rap world is different to my world as well.
Is it? But that's what you would think, right?
Yeah.
But in my situation, I still received I've received a lot of love, but still a negative backlash. When you would think, when everybody's rapping about this and that and crud and the boys do it, you can see Heady 1 and Tion fighting on a plane and it's rated, and Digger and them not doing this and running out and doing this and it's fine. But as a female, the way they persecuted me made me feel after that happened, even though I was the one that was attacked and just defending myself, was crazy. So my thing, what makes me scared is because I do want to go into the mainstream media, it makes me apprehensive about how are they going to take me. Imagine if I do have a moment like that again where somebody attacks me and I'm always going to be on the defense to protect myself. What, am I going to be blacklisted immediately? Like,
no, I don't think it works like that.
Am I supposed to change? Am I supposed to now create this whole persona where I'm,
No, I don't. I think that's just it. If you believe that that's the way in, that's how they're going to treat you, because they know you are desperately wanting to appease them. But honey, don't try and appease nobody. There is no room.
It's not even that I want to please anyone. I just want to do whatever it takes to
but
make my career.
But do whatever it takes that makes you happy. Don't try and please no one, because they aren't there for you regardless. Everyone's here to do a job. That's how you got to look at it. If they don't get no bad press and they don't cover the best stories of negative press, they're not going to get paid and they're going to get kicked off the team. So they hunt for shit like that. Unfortunately, if you keep giving it to them, they're going to keep using it, you know? Look at Katie. I always say Katie Price. She's a G, but she's a soul seller. Like, she does too much. And I love her. Like, I know her really well. I do know her. I know her really well. And I've worked with her a few times. But I just always say, Katie, you're crazy. Every marriage gets reported. Every breakup gets reported. Every drug, every body thing. Oh, my goodness.
But
then she lives for it. That's what she's made. I was going to say, of course she does. Like Kardashians. That's what they live for, right? They've made their life from being that. Yeah. That's mad to me.
But how do you because I don't want to do that, but I also live my life in a way where I know if lights were on me at all times, the media would have a lot to say about the way I live my life. But
they can only persecute you for who you are.
That is okay.
So if you have a little crazy moment, I've had crazy moments in the industry, but those crazy moments, they didn't get the press that I thought it would. Yeah. And I do think, oh my God, that could have gone left. Like,
it could have.
Why did I do that?
Especially as a black woman.
Yeah, it could have gone left. And there are lots of things that have happened around me. But it's who you are that makes it bad or good press.
Because I did see that as well. I did see that you were mentioned in an article that had nothing to do with you. So another individual got themselves involved in a crime. And they mentioned Lisa Maffia's, whatever the relationship you have with that person. But what's that got to do with you? When I read that,
that's exactly it. And that's why I say it's very important to maintain a good person as you, because I didn't go into Pizza Hut and want to fight no one. I wanted my sister's key back. And I wanted to report the person that frogged my pregnant sister out by her neck. And I have not been in trouble with other things because I have maintained a very good person as myself, and that's why it's important that you aren't the bully.
It's
Defend yourself. It's fine. That's different.
the thing. I never have been.
Never be the bully.
No, I never have been.
There's
never been the bully.
For that. God,
but I'll be. I don't have to start it, but I'll finish it for real. Like that's a bit my.
But sometimes you've also got to breathe. You've got to breathe and say, let me just keep my decorum, because you know what, God will deal with you.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, but you have to.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there
yet. Get there. Work hard on it, because you do find, as you come in this industry, things will frustrate you and things will be very tedious and very annoying, and you will constantly be arguing. I was very fiery for many years, and Romeo, I used to fight all the boys the battles. Like, if they didn't want to go forward, I knew they were men, so they would end up fighting. So I'd be like, don't fucking do that to my brother. Like, and they'd be petrified of me because they would be like, well, this little 5'5" nothing girl thinks she can shout at me and I'm a 6'3" man. She must have a bag of man that's coming for me if I don't do as she says. So it worked out. But that aggression started getting into relationships and to friendships where I'd be like, don't tell me nothing. No one can't tell me nothing. Because that aggression was building up. So I had to check myself and think, well, do I actually want to represent someone really so fucking angry when I'm such a bubbly, happy person? I would rather that, you know? I would rather that. And being a Christian as well, it's taught me a lot to humble myself. And it's so important.
I was going to say that. Do you think it's anger or do you think it's some sort of ego where you get questioned, then you react, or do you not think that was the problem?
So I think it's a combination because I grew up with a lot of boys, so I was around a lot of aggression and mad testosterone as well, frustration. And I just think it's been because I was always made to be the toughest one in, because it was just me, my mum, my sister, no dad. So my sister's older and my mum obviously is the way she is, and they used to be like, no, go and get your sister, she'll take you. Like, what does she say to you? Go and get your sister. Your sister will defend you. My mum, if she was in an argument, I'd be like, don't chat to my mum. And my mum would be like, don't mind, you know, my daughter will bust and rock you up.
I get
so
it.
I was always put forward as this angry person when this time I didn't really want to be that way. I was kind of scared. I didn't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to be in no fights. I don't want to fight. But you're made to constantly be this tougher person. So it comes from that. And that's why it's so important to remember who you are, not who the society has made you.
I've had to find that recently. I feel like when I first come out of jail for the first 2 years, I was very much trapped in that anger, that living up to this bad girl, just come out of jail, it's got this reputation, done this, done that, blah, blah, blah.
It's something you have to
but
live up to.
now, I feel like I've lost some initial supporters that were there for the bang bang crowd, but I don't mind because the new supporters that I'm making appreciate me for the woman I am now, the woman I'm turning into. Like, I feel like I've always been articulate, but then I would code switch to speak like.
Oh yeah, you always got to be a chameleon. Listen, being a chameleon is what you need for the mainstream, because we were media trained when we first started out.
Oh, was you was?
Yeah, we was media trained because we obviously I was so solid crew that was carrying guns. So there was a lot of interviews that would go left. So I had to be trained to know how to get myself out of the question without not answering, but answering in a way that flips it back to music or flips it back to me being, you know, this really nice lady or something I'd done nice last week or what I ate for breakfast. So I was media trained, but it's very important to be able to sort of be a chameleon and code switch, because people will look at us just as black women.
Yeah, it's true.
And once we open our mouth and articulate ourselves in the way that they expect, but be yourself, just the way you're talking alone,
it
your
shocks
tone
a lot of people.
shocks their life.
It does. It shocks a lot of people.
Because I spent so many years.
I always get told, "Wow, you're so articulate," and you know, I don't take offense to it. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm saying, innit? Like I don't show my offense to it because I think, well, why wouldn't I be articulate? If I was a white woman sat here plain Jane, you wouldn't say, "Wow, you're very articulate," because you expect me not to be. That's why you're saying that, right? So I've had to learn to just be like, thanks.
I think the industry in general has taught me that, to make sure, because bullying, listen, I was bullied in primary school.
Me too.
I was really bullied in primary school.
And that's when I turned bad. Like, that's when I come
my
to
last
year 7,
year,
bro, I become on smoke. Like, fuck these bitches. Like,
we were little. Exactly. Like, they thought they could have it of us. And then my last year in primary school, my mum said, if you make this girl take your shoes off one more time, you're going to get such a beating. She used to take my shoes every day. Every day. And make me wear her bottom shoes. Make me, you know. She'd be like, I'll get everyone to beat you up. I believed her. I was like, take them. Oh, here you go. As soon as I come, like, take your shoes off. I'm like, oh, okay. You were just okay, boo-boo. And they're off already, babes. My laces are undone. And then my mum, I couldn't find her at the end of school, and I came out in her shoes, and my mum was like, whose shoes are those? I just automatically started crying, no, she made me take them off. And then last year, I just flipped, and that was the end of her bullying. And that went into the industry. By the time I got in the industry, I was tough. And I think that's probably why I ended up hanging around the boys. But then you get bullied in the industry as well, because because you're black, and you sort of like getting bullied around, like, oh, she's not good enough, but she's good enough for this, but she's not for that. So you feel under pressure and suppressed a lot of the time, but you have to maintain a decorum and remember who you are.
As women, we do have like I think we have a lot more struggles than what men do.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to discuss with you is I listened to your 2003 mobile acceptance speech, and
Yes.
you said about your daughter.
Yes.
So that made me aware that your daughter was around in your prime, in your
Yeah.
career. I die for kids. I would love to have a kid. I lost my son last year, but I feel like it wasn't the
sorry.
right time anyway. And
Yeah.
since then, I've been on contraception, not having no more. Because I don't feel like I have it in me to navigate a career and being a mother. And so I want to know, like, how did you...
I didn't have.
navigate
I had a rocky relationship with motherhood coming through as well, because I spent probably the best part of 4 years on the road.
Okay.
So if I didn't have my mum, my daughter probably would have been dragged up with an au pair following us around and stuff.
Yeah.
Education would have been weak. Everything would have been contradicted. Sort of, I think she would have suffered a lot more than me, because I would have still had my daughter with me.
Yeah.
Listen, I left school, got a job in MVQ in retail. You remember MVQs? Do you
Yeah,
remember
I
that?
do
You
remember.
young-
Yeah,
you old
no,
enough?
we had that as well.
Yeah,
Oh my God, we've only got less than 10
I
minutes.
had that, and then I went into music. I got out of there, and then wanted to take I had a baby, and I wanted to take my baby to work. So I took a job in an off license so I could take my child to work.
Wow.
That's how attached I was to her.
Yeah.
And obviously got into music, and we were being dragged up and
So
down
your
the
daughter,
company.
so even when you started music, you had already had your daughter?
Yeah, I had my daughter at 17.
Oh, wow, I didn't
Yeah,
know
so
that.
she's the little girl at the beginning of 21 Seconds. Ha ha ha, what are you laughing at? That's Chelsea in the video, the little
Yeah,
girl.
you said.
Yeah, so that's Chelsea. She
You
was
said her name
3
was
or nearly
Chelsea.
4.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
cute.
and she, I didn't want to let her go. I did not want to let her go. So
What's
until
your relationship like with her father?
she's shit. Yeah, he's shit.
is
He's
he?
shit. Yeah, he was terrible. He's an awful man to me.
Why
so.
is that? Because of the sex? Because of your success? Or have you even...
No, I left him
have
when
you
I
dealt
was
with men that
18
have been
months.
intimidated by
Huh?
your success? Have you dealt with men that have been intimidated by your
Yeah,
success?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, I'm not even going to say
Don't
which
you-
one. I can't, because he's probably going to watch this.
Yeah. I think I already know.
Yeah, it's awful.
I don't know, actually. Maybe I
Really
don't.
bad. There's two
Really?
that was really, really bad.
Is
And I didn't
it?
realise it was they're massive narcissists anyway.
Yeah,
And one was really jealous of all men and everyone and
Yeah.
everything I was doing, but I realised it was also my career. But then the other one was actually just like really insecure.
Okay.
And yeah, it makes it hell, man. Because
Yeah.
I'm a real social butterfly. I've realised
Yeah.
that more and more as I get older.
Yeah.
I can speak to anybody. I'll walk in the room and chat to every single person. And sometimes I'm a super introvert.
Yeah.
So I do make sure, and because of my shyness, that sort of borderline shyness, that introvertness, I always make sure I go out my way to say that I'm cool, because people
Yeah.
can think she's an arsehole because you're famous. Like, she's
you're
like,
yeah, exactly.
arsehole,
Because you're,
man.
yeah. 'Cause you're
Yeah, so I try and make sure that barrier's already gone. Like, no, Lisa's really lovely.
Yeah.
Because I know they can judge you for that in being famous as
Yeah.
well. Things you have to all think about as part of the job.
But even them being intimidated by your success, like we already said, still, what you still do?
I'm trying to find my husband.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm
I was
recently
gonna ask
single.
you, not
I'm
with
si-
any. You're single.
I'm single for the last 3 months.
Oh.
It was just, it was an old school friend as well. I'm gutted because it was a really good friend of
I
mine.
hope the niggas are hearing that because
Yeah,
just want to scoop up. Like I can't lie.
I'm single, but I know I'm not going to be single for long because I love love.
Do you?
Yeah,
I
I've
think
not
I
been
love
in many
that.
relationships, you know. I've only had 6 like real relationships. Other than that, I think I've dated 2 or 3
Do you know
boys.
what that's like? Me
I've
since
not
I
had
come
many
out of jail,
relationships.
I've been in 3 long-term relationships. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's been back to back to back for like
Yes.
a couple of years, and then
Babe, my
and then
babe father-
immediately it's like maybe a month single. It's not good though. I think I need to learn to be alone, but.
What, be
yeah.
alone?
I think I need to learn to be alone.
I think I'm okay being alone.
I'm okay
I just
being
don't
alone,
enjoy
but
it.
I don't like it, yeah,
I
like,
have my best friend with me. I like rolling with my man. Like, can we do this thing together, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're going to rule the world.
Yeah,
I'm
but
such
that's
a
what it is.
flipping
And do you know what? I
romantic
don't
in that
like.
sense.
I feel like the human population was not meant to be alone. We were supposed to build a
Yeah,
dynasty
babe.
together, like as a man and
Listen,
woman
my
come together.
daughter is grown as well, and she don't need me no more.
Oh, really? What's she doing? Lisa.
You don't want me no more. No, she doesn't. She doesn't need me anymore. And I feel like I'm in the way a lot of the time.
Really?
And then friends have all got their own kids and things going on. They weren't as crazy as me having babies at 17, nearly 18 years old.
Yeah.
And so they're only having babies now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's mad.
I'm like, you idiots. man,
That's
this
how I
house
feel,
living.
right? My friends, like, a couple of my friends will tell me, like, she told me she was pregnant. I was like, oh my God, what are you going to say to your mum? She's she's like, love, we're 26.
Yeah.
What do you mean, what am I going to say to her mum? My mum's
Honey.
fine. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, but
it's
okay,
like-
wait, we're going to move up from the, like, this is
Okay.
one thing I wanted to touch on because
Go
we
on.
don't have much time. But the last question I want to
yeah.
ask you is about, like you said, I wish I told you about the liquor because I wanted you to bring your alcohol, your rum.
know, I'm
Please get
gutted.
into it because
Yeah,
this
I'll
is
send it
very
over.
inspiring. There's not many women I've seen in the UK that have ventured into the alcohol brand, like the alcohol thing. So what made you want to do that? What made you want to choose rum? Like, what's the influence behind it?
in business when my career took a dip in, I would say 2016 to 18. I got a bit scared and I was like, oh my God, like I need to actually turn things into a business because how am I going to make my money otherwise? I'm just a musician. That's all I am. And there's nothing left if you've got no one booking you or if you haven't got a successful record.
Yeah.
So I opened my agency, my booking agency, UC Booking. And then I started booking myself. That gave me the money. And I was like, oh my God, this is a thing. Like, I can actually do business and I've got time for it and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then I started doing events and then I started doing interior design and a fashion label. House of Maffia is my interior design company that's been running for many years now. Lyrical UK is another platform I have for dub plates and stuff like that. I'm just doing a shameless plug
But that's
right
a
now.
boss bitch right there. Like, this is exactly what, like, this is why I wanted you here. I wanted you to do an
Bless
interview with me
you.
because, like, I look up to you. You're going to inspire many, like, other people. Like,
God bless you.
You're
Thank you very
inspirational. You know
much.
that?
Thank
like,
you.
You
Thank you. I
are, bro. What do you
appreciate
mean,
it.
thank you? Like, I'd be like, I know.
No, thank you. No, I appreciate it.
But
Honestly,
yeah,
it's because I don't talk about it much.
Yeah.
And then when people notice, I'm like, oh, they noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, they do.
And then the rum came up again because I like to just keep within my bubble. I do interior design because I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I do my booking agency because it's within my industry. My platform, Lyrical UK, is within my industry. And my rum is within my industry.
Yes,
I'm in clubs. I've been in clubs for the best part of 23 years performing, drinking everyone else's drink, hating it.
That's smart, though. That shows a
hating
certain type of
everyone
mentality,
else's drink
you know? Yeah.
and thinking, I would wish I could taste something I actually enjoy.
I want to taste your liquor.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to send it. I promise
Send
you,
it
I'll
to
bring
me.
it over. I'm only 30 minutes from here, so I can drop it next time you're in. Just let me know when you're filming in advance.
Okay. Oh.
And I'll bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love to stay within my industry and I want to sell back to people that I enjoy my time with. And where, if I think about business, I think to myself, okay, do I want to be in that office? No, I don't want to be in the office.
No.
Where would
You
I like to
weren't
be?
you
I'd
weren't
like to
made
be
for
in the
that.
club where I already am performing, where I'm already enjoying myself. Sell them something more. It's just merchandise in my head. It's just like it's another product.
Yeah, it is.
And it's fucking good.
Yeah,
It's good. It's a premium rum. It's really quality rum. So
Do you know what? I wish we had more time even to get into business advice, but I do feel like your page is very inspirational. You do post about, you know, advice anyway, day to day. So if you do want the advice, you can even check out Lisa's, you know, Instagram and the page and stuff.
Thank you.
We've only got, you know, we're about to have to wrap up right now. Yeah, we've only got a couple of minutes.
Fly.
I know, but do you know what, Lisa? It's been fucking amazing, and I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you for
having
even
me.
coming. Like,
Thank you
I have
for
so
having
many
me.
more questions, but
Do
you know,
you?
it's just been.
Did we get through them?
No, we got through most of them.
Oh,
We got through the
bless
majority of them, but
you.
I'm happy enough anyway. I appreciate you coming down. Like,
God
it means
bless
so
you.
much to me. Like, it does. But guys,
You're the
like,
best.
we're wrapping up now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching. If you're listening, don't forget to review and make sure you're watching out for the next episode. Follow Livin Lavida Loca pod on all social media. Lisa Maffia. We've been here, we've been live, it's been fucking amazing, and it's a fucking wrap!
I love you. Well done.
I love you.
Well done. I love that.
Livin La Vida Loca.